Update this as well.
Monroe's mother had always been much better at starting things than finishing them. When she died, she left behind over 300 canvases, not one of them finished, along with Monroe, who felt pretty unfinished himself. The orphanage allowed him to keep only one painting, and so he chose the unfinished swan that had always been his mother's favorite. But that night, he woke up to find the swan had disappeared. So he took his mother's silver paintbrush and followed the footprints into a little door he hadn't seen before.
Oh no, tiny door. It's like a horror movie. Check the options real quick, because the graphics were looking pretty choppy there. So for those not familiar, and I haven't really, this is my first time actually playing it myself, but this is a game where you basically start out in this blank void, and you have to kind of fill everything in with paint to learn what's around you. Mouse sensitivity might be a tad high for this. Not sure if this is supposed to be a door or if it's just a weird seam in the collision. Yeah, it's kind of a trippy concept, right? And hi, Gooey 101. Welcome! Found a bench. Yeah, it's definitely a really unique game. I saw just a tiny bit of gameplay of it, and immediately thought that I wanted to pick it up and play it for myself at some point. These appear to be trees. Definitely a very different take on the, like, first-person shooter. It's like a special type of environmental puzzle in storytelling. But at the same time, you don't want to make everything black, because if you make everything black, it's just as bad as if everything was white. Only kind of worse. Because you can't make it white again. At least I don't think you can. Oh, there's a jump button. Good to know. Okay, some swan footprints. Get the sense from the intro that those are kind of a thing that we should be looking for. I have revealed a fish. Oh. Apparently ink blobs float. Water. Good to know. Probably important to know where the edge of this lake is. Oh, froggy! What was that? I didn't know this was going to be a horror game. Okay, the area is kind of coming together now. Sorry about that. Had to tab out for a second, and apparently that pauses the game. Oh good. Splattering it with ink does not erase the footsteps. That's important. It bounced off. first diverging path, but both the staircases probably go to the same place. I had to guess. Interesting. Apparently you have to actually open the gates. And feet out there in a balloon? It really gives a very interesting effect to, the environment as well. And I find it really interesting that it makes technically everyone's playthrough unique in terms of the visuals. Because no two people are ever going to put ink in exactly the same two areas throughout the entire level. So that means every person who comes through, their playthrough experience is, in a way, its own unique work of art. Which is a really cool concept. Is there like a sprint button? It's not. I feel like my goal is to get to that crown. At least, for the moment. Roof shingles. This lead to a higher... It's a chicken. Okay, thank you for showing up, my Gamey. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. I hope you have a good sleep. I'm not quite sure what, if anything, I'm supposed to do with these chicken feet. The game hasn't actually told me about any kind of interact button besides shoot paint at things, and even that it didn't really tell me, I just kind of clicked. Big tail. Nope. That's also shoot ink. Okay. None of the usual buttons seem to do much. Kinda wondering, like, are these supposed to represent, like, ideas that the kid's mom had when trying to complete the painting, or maybe things that the kid is thinking up? Or is it all just like a bizarre dream space? I mean, the game definitely is going for some kind of deeper metaphor, very clearly. Kind of too artsy for it to not be. Stairs to nowhere? Okay, I guess maybe falling damage might be a thing. It's interesting to look back after you've finished a large section and see what it looks like from the other perspective, and how much you've actually uncovered and revealed. Oh, I must be going the right way since I found footprints. T. Ah, the little king mustache. Oh, I didn't get to the balloon. Train? You can use balloons to buy things from the menu. Okay. Balloons are a currency, huh?
The king
Oh!
was young, arrogant, and amazingly talented. He was convinced no color existed that was good enough for his garden, so he left it white. While he pondered how to create some new colors, his kingdom began attracting settlers, and soon he found himself with bigger problems.
Interesting. Interesting. Part 2, the Watchtower. You're supposed to jump over that guardrail? Seems like there's much of anywhere else for me to go. Guess so. Some kind of like portal space? Because they seem to like teleport up here. Interesting. They're definitely implying that I'm supposed to, like, jump down here. I get the vague sense that you fall from the ceiling if you... Okay, yeah, that's pretty mind-bending. We're definitely thinking of portals around here. Hi, Rex! No, we're playing the unfinished Swan. It has a little bit of that kind of painting concept from there, but it's a much more indie artistic approach to it. With a little bit of, like, Portal mixed in, apparently? Your only real tool is the ability to shoot ink, which fills in your environment as you go.
The king's new subjects were tired of White. They were tired of tripping, of banging their shins, of misplacing their homes. So they started painting everything, ruining the king's spotless design. In response, the king outlawed all non-magical brushes and pledged to spend the next month painting shadows for his kingdom.
Incidentally, in this game, you are playing as a child who has obtained his mother's paintbrush and stepped into a door in the night that mysteriously appeared sometime after you were orphaned. And the one painting that you were allowed to keep of your mother's 300 plus paintings has disappeared. And that painting was the unfinished Swan, which is the name of the game. Okay, so this area, I don't really need to paint stuff as much, it looks like. It's, magical Leoparidon? Okay. Okay, so this area, I guess, is shadowed because storyline-wise, the king started painting shadows on everything. Knowing what's swimming around in that water, I probably don't want to get in it. If that's even a thing you can do in this game. Oh good, the door closed behind me. Nothing bad ever happens when that happens. Kingception. apparently I'm in a maze. And that is the way through, I guess?
Whoa!
Okay, so this was the first level that I came through. With the little balloon and everything. There's the crown. There's my unfinished swan. Is it now safe to say I have entered the labyrinth? And also, kinda to some extent, use where there are ink markings, I guess, to help me determine where I've been before? Know if I'm backtracing my own steps or not? Oh, I found a thing.
The labyrinth was designed to be beautiful, and it was. It was not designed to be practical, and it wasn't. Whole families got lost for weeks at a time, mail took months to arrive, and many worried a labyrinth of this size was bound to attract dragons. Eventually, the complaints grew so loud even the king couldn't ignore them.
Oh good, attracting dragons. I'm not sure, but there could even be multiple paths through this game for all I know. not even get the same story every time. So I think I went that way already. Very peaceful music.
The king was so frustrated with the messy, demanding people of his kingdom that he decided to start over. One morning he painted a boat and set off to find the perfect spot. He told himself he'd come back someday to finish what he had started, but of course, he never did.
Just like any artist. Procrastination. Interesting. So it kind of lets you look back from here as to what you did over there. Wow. I went really far somehow. Oh, a balloon. I almost missed it.
For the first time in weeks, Monroe felt good. He felt even better when the wind pushed him close enough to reach the Swan. He was feeling so good, in fact, that he forgot all about his fear of heights. But when the swan wriggled free and Monroe fell over the side, he remembered almost immediately.
One of those dreams where you're
That might have been
falling.
the end of Monroe, if this were a shorter story. But it isn't, which is why Monroe's troubles were just beginning.
And now we're playing Raft. Well, apparently I missed a lot of balloons. So 9, I guess, were how many were possible up until that point? Interesting. Okay, well that's a good place for me to pause for a moment. I'm going to go grab a snack and do a couple things around the house, like bio break and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna start a quick ad break here, and I will be back shortly.